UCLA Bruins. Reese Davis, David Pollack, and Jesse Palmer with you. Holly Rowe down on the sidelines, and Holly, a little familiarity in this one.
Checking in with the Gamecocks head coach before the game. This team has continued to shine, and he said his message to them in the locker room before the game was, this is our opportunity. They were not ranked to start the season and have continued to play their way into the conversation, but every week gets a little harder. He wants intensity and focus right out of the gate to prove to the world we belong, and we're going to keep making noise this season. Guys, back to you.
Thanks, Holly. Looking forward to see how this one goes. The Bruins will kick off first, and here we go. And he's not going to take a knee. Here he comes. Pulled down at the 18, and the decision to bring it out of the end zone was not a good one. This place is roaring, and it's going to be so hard to operate under these conditions. Stopped right at the line of scrimmage, and this crowd giving this defense some juice.
Well, just nothing doing on that last run, and they knew coming into this one they were going to be challenged, right? This is one of the best defenses in all of college football. For them to have any shot, they're going to have to do a lot better running the football.
Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. Sellers rushes on him. Buried before he could blink. The Gamecocks want to pick up the tempo. Sellers from the gun on 3rd down. Complete to the left. Really nice job to get it past the sticks, pick up the 1st down at the 30. This dude is just exceptional in every facet. So fluid, such a great route runner, and a big play there.
And money down, 3rd down, find him. I mean, you want to find that matchup because he's going to win, and gets a good release, gets down the field. You see that's your playmaker, that's your guy. Get it to him, get the 1st down.
Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on 2nd down. Play fake, Sellers. Just a shot. Oh, it's a fumble. Defense scoops it up, and he's headed the other way. Makes the grab in their space. Touchdown, Bruins. The defense putting points on the board.
You practice these moments as a defense, but you never know when they're going to come to fruition. But how about it? The scoop, the ball's on the turf. They scoop it up. They take it to the house. The defense takes care of business and said, offense, we don't need you. We'll put points on the board.
Setting up for the extra point after the first score of the game. And the extra point is good, and it's 7-0. That is a defensive player's dream. Ball sitting there, chance to scoop it up, run with it, and they don't stop you until the band starts playing. He'll bring it out. It's Bennett. This guy is so dangerous. The excellent vision to find a lane and get it out and set up the offense with good field position. The Gamecocks offense heads out to see what they can put together here. Finding themselves down 7-0, they'd love to get a drive going here. They stop him cold, maybe gets a yard to the 34.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. Throwing, Sellers. Snagged out of the air. Turns it on at midfield. Found a bunch of room and got it to the 44-yard line. And the Gamecocks come to the line after the big connection and going back to work. To the air, it's Sellers. On target. Turning it on. And they explode on that one, and they've got it down to the 22.
And quarterback receiver on the same page. Nice job seeing the zone, understanding the drag route concept. Easy pitch, easy catch.
The Gamecocks come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's McAllister. They'll give him maybe one on the play. It's down to the 20.
I think there's a couple schools of thought in how you run the football and how you throw the football. Like some people say, I run the football to set up the throw, right? To get people aggressive. But this offense kind of took it the other direction, right? They came out throwing the football, now soften them up. Now let's see if they can start.
Got some room, headed to the goal line. And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, South Carolina. Boy, it didn't look pretty at first, but it wound up being most effective.
And that's the problem with these guys, these quarterbacks. It's not the first play you have to play. You have to play the second play and the third play because they just keep extending it and making plays. And then the next thing you know, you look up and the dude's hitting his head on the goalpost.
The returner's going to try to see what he can get. Couldn't find room for the big play. He'll be stopped after a short return. It's a coverage unit right on top of him. Bunch formation for these receivers. Run inside. It's Knight. They needed to find enough space and get it moving forward, and they're up to the 22.
Well, it's plays like that that'll help this offense stay in rhythm all game long. If you can have that kind of success on first down running the football, it just opens up your entire playbook moving forward.
With the catch, it's Matthews. Tackled at the 28. It's a pickup of 5.
They pick up the first down on the drag route. Good job by the receiver knowing it was man coverage. If he's looking, he's booking. He gave his quarterback the eyes right away that says, hey, I'm not stopping, put it out in front.
There's a crease. Got enough for the first. The 40. The 30. Past the 10. Touchdown, Bruins. Once he got a step, it was all over, right to the house.
And that is exactly what they wanted to see. They talked about bolstering their speed at the running back spot. They said this guy could do it. And you get a good glimpse of it early in this football game. Palmer, there's one thing to talk about speed. It's another thing to talk about speed. And that guy takes off, erases some angles, and makes the big play early.
It's so true, David. There's so many really good running backs in the country that can make people miss, but when we see them get into the second level, they always get caught. This guy is a little bit different. And now if you're on defense, that's a big alert. You know, hey, if we don't tackle him, if linebackers miss him, if safeties miss him, and this guy gets in the second level, he is taking it to the house. There's a lot of pressure now in this defense to tackle.
They'll try to put a drive together, starting from their own 12. Looking for room. It's McAllister. Not much there. They'll give him one to the 14.
You definitely want to commit to the run game. You want to establish the run game. You want the defense to honor it. But if it doesn't work a little later down the road, you might think about airing that puppy out.
They've got him then deep in their own end, and this crowd trying to help keep them there. He's going for it all. And it's incomplete after taking a shot on second down. They're staring at third.
Well, you knew you were going to see it in this game, throwing the go route to one of the fastest players in all of college football. This receiver strikes fear in the heart of every defense because he's got elite track speed. He's going to blow the combine up in the 40-yard dash because of his wheels. Not able to connect with the quarterback on that one, but you know he has the defense's attention.
What a nice job to get through your progressions and find your man open on the drag.
And you can't do that without good protection up front by the offensive line, giving you a little bit of time. And you're right, the QB had time, saw the matchups, finally saw that drag come open, completes the strike, gets the first down.
Running inside, it's Clark. Nowhere to go on that one. It'll bring up 2nd and 10.
Run game is good. Balance is good. Now listen, if the run game isn't good, then you got to pass the football a little bit more. But sometimes you got to keep them honest, take them chunk by chunk.
Here's Sellers to throw. Grabbed over the middle. It's Harbor. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down.
During the week, you got to talk to your quarterback. Quarterback, what do you like? What's your favorite, safest routes, easiest reads? Love coming out with those early with the short passing game.
It's 3rd down from their own 34 as they try to keep the drive moving. Sellers from the gun on 3rd down. He's got it down the middle. They get him on the ground, and with that, we'll head to the 2nd quarter. That's the end of the period, and it's UCLA in the lead. We've played one. Before we move on, let's have a look at the stats. They are lined up and ready to go and get things started here in the 2nd. So 1st down here as they go back to work. Gonna run it. It's McAllister. And he's able to find a little bit of running room before they get him down.
And winning 1st downs is a priority for a defense, and you can't get bludgeoned. You can't get physically beat at the point of attack. You know the percentages. It's usually pretty good on 1st down that they're going to run the football. So them getting that big chunk, getting in 2nd and short, not a good job by this defense.
It's great awareness by the running back, understanding where the 1st down marker is and doing whatever it takes to get it.
And the Gamecocks have it with a 1st and 10. Motion from the wide receiver. Keeping it on the ground with the single back. Some hard running there, but just too many defenders as he stopped for a loss.
Really nice job by the defense that time, getting a stop. They've been really good so far in this one, shutting this guy down, not letting him break out. You've got the lead. It's tight, though. And you know the opponent is going to keep trying to run it. So can you keep this up here in the 2nd half on defense? That's the question.
Looking left. That's caught. It's Harbor. They get him stopped, but the big gain has them on the doorstep. Let's mark it at the 13. The Gamecocks come to the line with a fresh set of downs thanks to that last connection in the passing game. Run in the red zone. It's McAllister. Could be an alley. He's into the end zone. Touchdown, Gamecocks!
And I like this offense. They didn't panic. A lot of times you see offenses panic and want to get back in it when they're down really quickly, and they force the issue. They stayed patient. They stayed within themselves, and we're an extra point away from being a tied football game.
That ball skips through the end zone. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 25-yard line. UCLA will go back to work on offense. These two offenses have been outstanding in the early going, and that ramps up the pressure to put something on the board every time you touch it. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Knight. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
Nice job by this defense creating that negative play. That's what all defenses want to do. But look at this. This offense, they ain't scared.
Oh, it's picked off. Got some room to run. Running inside the 20. And he's out of bounds right right at the 15.
A lot of quarterbacks have so much confidence that they can fit the ball in tight windows. How about the defensive player right here making an unbelievable interception, forcing the turnover, big play, big momentum swing.
Couldn't ask for better starting field position for this offense. Defense showing plenty of pre-snap movement of their own. They didn't get a push at all on that one. It'll be no gain on the play.
Now, you want to be a great run defense, your DBs have to be great tacklers. And I love the way he comes up, sees the run. I know he makes the money in the back end covering passes, but when you got a guy that can fly up and make tackles, man, does your defense go to a different level.
Oh, sticks that big mid up there and grabs it.
Well, that's about as impressive as a short gainer catch as you're ever going to see. I mean, didn't get the first, didn't go very far downfield, but it was pretty looking. He caught it with one hand. I mean, I guess there's that.
From the gun on third down, Sellers. Got it! Taken down just short of the sticks, but the offense still within scoring range on fourth down.
But I like the execution by this defense, understanding where the first down marker is. Let him throw the ball short, come up, get him on the ground, forcing a fourth down. Decision time for this offense.
Sellers to throw for it on fourth. Can't make the catch, and the defense will force the turnover on downs.
And the offense stays aggressive. They try to throw the football and just weren't on the same page. It was an incompletion. He could have done a better job, I think, throwing the ball to his receiver and maybe making it where it's more of a 50-50 ball where he can make a play. Defense gets the big stop.
Let's see if they can get something going here late in the half. Throwing, Imaliava. Hit hard as he released the ball on that first down pass, and it never had a chance.
Well, he didn't have a whole lot of time to get rid of that one. The defense was all over him right after the snap. No wonder that thing fell incomplete.
Plenty of work to do here on second and long. Wide receiver going in motion. To the air, it's Imaliava. On target. Great job on the containment and the tackling. They stop him for no gain. We'll take a quick break here. 2 minutes to play in the first half.
So it's third and long, and this quarterback right now has got to be expecting pressure. So you want to know where your hot routes are. You got to know where your best one-on-one matchup is. But understand this, we're still in the first half. If the defense gets you, tip of the cap, you can take a sack. Punting the football at this stage of the game is okay.
They'll send the back in motion. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
Linebackers in today's football, obviously, guys have gotten smaller. They got to play in space more, cover fast guys out on the perimeter. But how about this linebacker coming downhill and making a physical tackle in the hole?
He'll try to make the catch in traffic. And the punt team gets down there and gets the return man on the ground. Plenty of time left in the half here as they take over, but they will want to be efficient here in the final 2 minutes. Sellers. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on first down.
Well, this offense has gone his way early and often in this game. They've gotten into a nice rhythm. That time, though, the defense was expecting the throw going his way. They put a really nice hit on him to force the incompletion.
On second down, he'll try to make the connection. Fires to the wideout. Complete downfield. Corralled and forced out of bounds. Mark it right at the 16-yard line, and man, are they in business.
Well, you haven't seen a lot of incompletions from this guy now in his last 2 games out. Completed over 70% of his throws last week. He's doing it again in this game. As a head coach, you got to love the fact that your quarterback is dialed in.
And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball.
I know one of the things this defense really prides themselves on is being physical, and early in this game, putting a big hit on a guy that's already had a couple catches in this game, that's a good omen for the defense.
Fakes to grab. That one takes it down to the 13-yard line.
Well, he was putting up big numbers coming into this one. We knew the quarterback was going to go his way early and often. And with that last catch, he's now got over 500 yards receiving on the year.
The crowd getting behind this defense as they try to get a stop in the red zone. Again, it's Sellers. He's got it, and he will score. Touchdown, Gamecocks.
And the offense breaks the tie, takes the lead, gains some momentum. How big is this, Palmer, now going into the half with the lead, with the momentum?
Well, they break the tie, but they also break their confidence a little bit now. The opponent now has to go into the locker room probably down, and they're wondering, what adjustments do we have to make? What do we have to fix? Because we've got our work cut out for us in this game.
Fielded in the end zone, it's Morgan. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. They'll get a chance to work on that hurry-up offense here in the final minute of the first half. They'll move the wide receiver. Here's Iamaleava to throw. Makes the grab. It's Matthews. He goes out of bounds just short of the 30 at the 29-yard line. And when you're backed up, execution like that at a premium. Now on 1st and 10 from the 29. Dropping back, it's Iamaleava. Pressure coming. Under heat, and he gets rid of it. Couldn't find anybody to throw to. He'll just toss it away. It'll be second down.
I'm impressed with this defense, man, because that QB is lightning fast. You see how fast that defender was able to get to him and force the incompletion? Wow.
Working well behind the sticks on second down. Got it in the middle. It's Grove.
And really nice job by the wide receiver. You run a drag route, find space. They're in zone coverage. They're not covering man-to-man. Find a little hole. Look at that QB. Y'all get on the same page. You could tell they were, and that's why they got the first down.
And the Bruins come to the line on 3rd and short, hoping to keep the drive alive. Again, it's Iamaleava. And this is going to be incomplete on 3rd down.
Well, 3rd and short, the offense dials up the screen, expecting the pass rush to come upfield, man-to-man, but it just simply does not work. Defense stays home, and they force the incompletion.
The Bruins will go for it here on 4th down. At the 42, and they're on the move.
And they're showing you their intentions early in the game. It's 4th down. You're in your own end. We're going to be aggressive, and we're not just going to do this early. We're going to do this all game long. Awesome execution on a critical down.
Iamaleava working that left side now. The Bruins call timeout. It's their first. They'll have 2 left to work with before the half.
You know, the beautiful thing about being a quarterback is you can throw a little drag route, and they can take it 60. When you got fast playmakers on the outside that you can get in the ball in their hands really quickly, great things can happen. 1-yard passes can turn into 60. It's beautiful to be quarterback.
Looking to throw, it's Iamaleava. Unloads to the right. He's got it. He's there to make the stop, but not before he sets up this offense. 1st and goal from the 7. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. Wants to adjust the pattern.
Booster, booster!
Throwing, Iamaleava. Wide out, trying to get it in. Touchdown, UCLA! And they add 6 more to the board with trip to the house.
Every coach in the country talks about finishing half strong. Man, how about that? You get the touchdown, a chance to tie this game up and take all the momentum into halftime.
Extra point here will tie the game. And he tacks on the extra point. So a drive there of 85 yards, and they close the deal with the 7-yarder for the score. Bounces through the end zone. It's a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. Just enough time for one final play of the half. These corners going to give these receivers some space. He's going to let it go. He's got it down the left. They finally make the stop. That's going to make those halftime stats look a little bit nicer as we head to the break. We've played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Men, notable storylines all across the sport today. So let's roll up our sleeves and get you updated here in Week 6. We begin with the Texas A&M Aggies taking on the #1 team, the Ole Miss Rebels. And it's Texas A&M coming away with a blowout victory in what looks like a major upset. Expect major changes in the polls this week. And it moves their mark to 6-1 as they continue to play awfully well here in the season's first half. Here now some other games you may have interest in. Social media certainly does. Inside the Big Ten.
Coming out with it, it's Morgan. They drag him down at the 22. He gambled for the big return out of the end zone and came up a little short. The UCLA offense is back on the field, ready to go to work. First drive of the second half, always fun to watch. You see what type of tweaks were made at the half, especially when you're locked up in a ball game like this one.
Yeah, and it's been a good game. I mean, it's been a little bit of back and forth and a feeling out process. And now once you get in the second half, who's going to get aggressive, Palmer? Who's going to take some shots, try to make some plays, and really go for it?
Yeah, it's interesting. I think as play callers right now, you learn a lot about these coaching staffs with respect to who does make the best adjustments. There's a lot of coaches that believe we're just going to be who we are. We're going to keep doing what we do. We're just going to do it better. But then there are others that tweak things a little bit on offense and on defense. We're going to find out here.
And you see those balls in practice sometimes. They're just off the mark. You don't know how to control it. You don't know what goes wrong. But sometimes QBs miss, and it's an incompletion.
Not exactly the ideal situation for this offense. 3rd and long, backed up inside their 20. From the gun on 3rd down, Iamaleava. Here's a heat. Another incompletion on 3rd down.
And we need more of this from this defense, man. They have let this guy have too much time to throw the football. They haven't gotten that jersey dirty yet, haven't sacked him. But this is just as good as a sack. Getting to him, hitting him, letting him feel the physicality of this game, and not letting him feel comfortable.
And the South Carolina offense is back on the field. Throwing, Sellers. Firing to the right, complete. Forced out of bounds, and they'll mark it dead at the 34. He's just winning that matchup in the slot every time.
And when you put him in the slot, Reese, he's closer to the quarterback. It's an easier throw. We can run in, we can run out, and really take advantage of his versatility of the guy in that slot position.
And the Gamecocks can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the first down. So they move the sticks on the run. Let's see what they do with this one.
Oftentimes when offenses get a first down, that's when they like to speed up the tempo. You're seeing them now go hurry up.
Here's a little room there. Maybe a touchdown-saving stop gets him out of bounds at the 5. 1st and goal coming up.
How nice is it in an offense when you can generate explosive plays by running the football? You got to force-feed this guy, man. He is an absolute game changer.
The Gamecocks are threatening on 1st and goal. From the red zone, it's Howell. He works his way all the way down to the 3, and the defense is reeling.
First down and goal, I bet you the percentages are really high for run, and this defense was ready for it. They got to match the physicality right here, right now in this situation.
Now 2nd and goal, and right in the teeth of this noise. On the ground. Touchdown, Gamecocks. They take the lead with the 6.
And the offense continues to run the football. The 2nd rushing touchdown from the running back. The offensive line paving holes continue to feed this man the ball.
And the extra point was good as they finished the drive. He'll bring it out. It's Morgan. And good work by the coverage team to knock down the return man. The Bruins offense makes its way onto the field, hoping to get things going here. They're down by a touchdown, but hoping to dial up some plays and pull even in what's turning out to be a really good football game. Makes the catch. Really needed a play like that to get out of their own end. They move the chains. They mark it at the 29.
This receiver is such a weapon, and he has so much speed, and he can generate explosive plays for your offense, not just running go routes and post routes, but how about throwing him the drag, letting him catch it, and use his speed to turn it upfield.
Defense right there to stop him in his tracks, and they get nothing on that play.
Got to give the defense credit. Watching film, anticipating. They knew that this offense had this play in their back pocket. They knew about the speed of this wide receiver and different ways they were going to try to get him involved. Everybody on defense on the same page, playing together.
Oh, it's picked off. What a bad time for a mistake like that.
And he makes a play in the back end. Nice job reading the pass, and that's his 2nd of the season. This guy, unbelievable job seeing the quarterback, breaking on the quarterback, and going and getting that big play.
Here's Sellers to throw. Always a welcome play for the defense as they get a sack at the 47. No matter the sport, he epitomized the UCLA mantra, be quick, don't hurry.
I mean, what a great job of being quick off the ball. Defensive lineman, you got to be quick off the ball if you want to be disruptive, get in the backfield, and get to the quarterback.
He almost had the pick, and that could have given them a boost. Instead, it'll be 3rd down.
One of the things I love about this kid is that he goes to work. He struggled his last game out, completed less than 50% of his throws. So back to the drawing board, back to fundamentals, and you can see that paying dividends in this game. I know he just threw an incompletion, but for the most...
Intercepted for the 11th time. Going the other way, and he's got room. He's at the 40, the 20, and he will roll into the end zone. Touchdown, Bruins!
And that is a critical error by the quarterback at a critical juncture of the game, right, David? This thing's already close, and it's the smallest mistake that can make the difference. That pick 6 certainly hurts his team, but there's a lot of football left, a lot of time left. You've got to be resilient as a quarterback. You have to be able to turn the page and get back out and attack with confidence.
You made a mistake. You're exactly right. We got to flush this. We got to move on. Obviously, the crowd goes nuts. The fans are all into it. The other side's energized. Now you got to go get your head together. Go watch the clip, see what happened. What did I do wrong? You got to get out there and go fix it because you still got a chance to win this ball game.
And he's going to bring this one out. He stopped at the 23, a couple of yards short of where he would have been with a touchback. This drive opens up at the 23-yard line. Sellers makes the grab on the left. He steps out right at the 40-yard line, and now they are in business moving toward midfield.
All right, defense, you got to turn the page. You just gave up an explosive play through the air, but here comes the offense going quickly. You got to get lined up now and get ready for another one.
Couldn't quite hang on to the pick, and he will be thinking about that one for a long time. Are we sure that he knows what color jersey his receivers are wearing? Threw a pick on the last drive and almost threw another one.
Just temporarily confused. No big deal. Hey, short memory. Quarterback's got to have those short memories, right? It's behind me. No harm done. Reset. Next play.
They're able to get him stopped just shy of the first down mark. And the Gamecocks are in the hurry-up. Sellers to the air again. And he's incomplete on third down.
Well, in the first half, this offense was up and down the field. It seemed like everything they were dialing up was working. And here we are in the third quarter, and there's a very rare incompletion on their own end of the field. Maybe that's the...
Look at this, guys. The offense appears to be going for it from their own side of the field. Fourth down, Sellers. Unloads to the wideout. He's picked off, and he's thrown a dozen of them. Didn't have a lot of room to run after the pick, but he's done his job. They have it at the 44.
Zone equals eyes. When I say that, DBs, linebackers, all covering the middle of the field. So many guys over the middle of the field trying to take away the easy stuff, but reading the quarterback's eyes the whole time. Whenever he breaks to throw that football and that hand up.
Oh, he's got some space. And a nice run there before the defense finally makes the stop.
You want to make play calling easy for an offensive coordinator? Run the ball like that every play. I mean, when you can run that on first down and set up a short yardage on second down, it makes play calling easy. Every single call on that sheet is available here on second down.
Just feeds the running back. He's brought down at the 41-yard line to pick up a 5 and enough for a first down.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
They'll put it in play from the 41 on first down. Wide receiver comes in motion. Here's Iamaleava to throw. It's complete on the right side. The defense wouldn't let him loose, and even though it's a completion, they lost yardage.
And offenses keep track of yards after catch consistently. There was none there. Nice job by the defense swarming to the football as soon as he caught it and getting him on the ground.
We've reached the end of the third quarter, and we have a potential classic on our hands, all tied up as we take a peek at the stats. This is when winning plays are made, and we start right now in the fourth. It'll be second down as we open the final stanza. And he never had a chance, just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
Man, oh man, am I upset at my offensive line to give up penetration that fast? Man, we blinked and missed it.
He barely got the ball and just got destroyed immediately. What a great play. Looking to take a shot. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have held on.
It's so nice when you know it's third and long, you know a pass is coming, you worked on it all week, get your feet set at the sticks, understand that quarterback's got to be rushed, get him off of his spot. Nice execution by this defense.
Signals for the fair catch and makes it at the 20. South Carolina's offense heads out to get this drive started. Threw a pick the last time they had it. They'll try to be more productive this time around. Tripped up at the 25 after picking up 4. Each of these teams has stumbled just one time and now trying to fight to the finish and avoid taking that second loss. Sellers on the play action. Throws to the wideout. And that's going to be incomplete, going for broke on second down, but third down's coming up.
And how nice is it to have the home crowd going absolutely bananas? Communication is harder. The snapping the football, everybody being on time. Man, this crowd really affecting the football game.
A pair of one-loss teams, and they know that that second L can put them in harm's way as we battle here in the final minutes. And it's intercepted. Oh, what a big play in a tie game. He's brought down. A short return, but the defense comes out on top with a pick.
Big-time players make big-time plays in big-time games. It's the fourth quarter. It's a tie ball game. You need a stop. What an unbelievable job forcing the interception, creating offensive opportunity for your offense to go.
There he goes.
And I think that's what you want to see from this offense down the stretch. Like, can you physically dominate the game? You've got the lead. Now run the football, eat clock, continue to feed your dude.
Each of these teams has stumbled just one time and now trying to fight to the finish and avoid taking that second loss. Good throw and catch. Takes it down to the 5 as the offense tries to cash in. Second down coming up on this red zone opportunity. Might be changing the route.
Hey, take it. 19 fireball. 19 fireball. Ready, go.
Flips it out to the back. He's all the way down to the 2-yard line. Just spectacular execution there. They were able to make the completion, but he had to pick his way for just a little bit. Needed a little more help to spring him for some yardage.
Yeah, if you're going to have success when you throw it outside like that, you're going to need some more blocking and better blocking downfield. Give the defense credit, though. They were able to rally and made a tackle.
Go.
Quarterback keeper. Touchdown, Bruins! And with that, they move out front here in the fourth.
And that's what makes this quarterback so dangerous, fellas. He can hurt you throwing the ball. Man, is he ever dangerous and explosive with his feet. You have got to be able to get this guy on the ground. If you don't, he has got way too much wiggle and speed. You saw it right there.
The extra point is good, and now in the fourth, they're up by a touchdown and an extra point. Looks like he's going to bring it out. He's brought down at the 16. Would have been much better off to take the touchback. South Carolina ready to go on the attack in another offensive odyssey. And now this offense needs a late fourth quarter drive to answer that last touchdown. Under fire. And it's a sack.
Nice job by this defense getting to the QB and getting him on the ground, creating the negative play. This offense must have seen something because they're right back on the ball, ready to snap it again.
Throwing Sellers. Going to take a shot at this DB. He's got it on the right. Lowers that shoulder, delivers the blow. Took it all the way inside their territory, down to the 40-yard line, and that's where they'll set up shop. One big play, and you go from a little backed up to threatening. It's 1st and 10 from the 40. Quick completion on the out route. And there might have been trouble if they hadn't gotten to him immediately. The Gamecocks can really attack on this 2nd and short. Looking for a man, it's Sellers. Got his man. Crosses the 30 to the 29 before he stopped. Pick up a 5 on the play, it's a 1st down.
And quarterback dropping back, understanding I'm getting zone coverage. All I got to do is be a little bit patient, manipulate that defense a little bit. My wide receiver runs that drag, and I get the first down.
Finds a soft spot in the middle. And he's able to bounce off one tackle for a solid pickup.
And this is the time where I'm a defense. I'm slow to get up. I'm making sure I stay on that offensive player. I'm trying to eat up as much clock and make this offense burn as much clock, Palmer, as I can.
And this coaching staff right now, you know they're looking at the analytics too, right? How many timeouts do we have left? We want to think about dialing up.
And the pressure will get there. The sack. Down he goes in the waning moments. That could be a costly play. Sellers lined up in the gun on third down. And it is another interception. Just a terrible struggle for this quarterback. The return never really got started, but boy, he has set his team up at the 28.
That might be the nail in the coffin, fellas. This offense, they're trying to get back in the game. You're having to be aggressive. You're now going to have to start taking chances. An errant throw ends up in the hands of the defense, and I think that's all she wrote.
Gain of about 4 sets up a 2nd and 6. The Gamecocks spin the first of their 3 timeouts. And they'll still have 2 timeouts left for the rest of this game. They're in control. The clock is their friend. You'd have to expect another run here on 2nd and 6. They went right back to him, and this time the defense was all over him. Nothing to show for that run. Timeout called here by South Carolina. That'll be their 2nd. And they'll still have 1 timeout left at their disposal. Got it, looking for the first down. Breaks into the open. He's got enough for the first down, and that ought to be enough to put them in victory formation for the rest of this one.
I love the play call in this situation. You need 1 first down to ice the game, so you're just throwing to the sticks, trusting your quarterback to make the right read. In rhythm, they get it done. They're going to walk out of here with a win, Dave.
And this used to be a situation where you'd see offenses get very conservative, run the football. We gotta play safe. No. I'm putting the ball in my best player's hands, telling him to go end this thing, and he does exactly that.
Guys, if you want to go strictly by the rankings, I guess this was an upset, but to my eyes, we saw 2 really good teams slug it out, and one of them came out on top.
Yeah, 2 really good teams, man. That's a reason why they're both ranked. They're both really good, and I tell you what, getting this win proves something to everyone else now. Like, I was ranked below this squad. You beat a team that's ranked above you. Now you start to climb up the charts, build some momentum. This squad's about to get some more respect, Palmer.
I think good teams find ways to win games, especially in a game like this. 2 ranked opponents, evenly matched. Who's going to be able to make the plays when it matters the most? You got to give this team credit. This is a big win. It's impressive, and now they get to move up the rankings.
That's going to do it for us here. For David Pollack, Jesse Palmer, and Holly Rowe, I'm Reese Davis. This has been a presentation of EA Sports College Football.